For the function g defined above, a is a constant and g of 4 equals 8. What is the value of g of negative 4? All right, so we've got two things that we have to take care of. All right, I have to find out what g of negative 4 is, but I have no clue what that is given the information. What I do know is that g of 4 is 8. So if g of 4 is 8, you can replace every x in here with 4. So that becomes a 4. And then you know a little bit more of this. So what I have to do is I have to find out what a is before really I do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take maybe an unnecessary step, but I'm going to write this out anyway. G of x is blah, blah, blah. So g of 4 is the same exact blah, blah, blah. But what we're going to do is replace every x with 4. So I've got 4 squared here plus 24. Now what I also know, and I'm going to do, is I'm going to go back here. I know that g of 4 is 8. So I'm just going to turn this guy right here into 8. So what this is going to do for me is this is going to allow me to solve for a. So 8 is equal to a times 4 squared is the same thing as 16a plus 24. Subtract 24, subtract 24. That gives me negative 16 on the left equals positive 16a on the right. Divide both sides by 16. And a is negative 1. So now what I can do is now that I know that a is negative 1, I can plug in negative 4 into this equation and get a legitimate answer. So let me do that. Let me do that over here. Hopefully I left myself enough space. We shall see. G of negative 4 is equal to ax squared, but I know a is negative 1. So I'm going to replace a with negative 1, or just negative. Okay, if I'm finding g of negative 4, x becomes negative 4. So I have negative 4 squared plus 24. Okay, I'm going to move that over. Negative 4 squared. Now be careful here. The squared is attached to the parentheses. So if you're thinking PEMDAS thoughts, ignore that negative out there. That negative is still out there. Okay. Parentheses squared is going to become positive. So negative 4 squared becomes 16. And remember, that negative is just kind of hanging out. You add 24, negative 16 plus 24 is 8. So after all of that, the value of g of negative 4 is 8. A is my answer.